This video is brought to you by Industrial Scripts, script development and training trusted by the industry. Catastrophe is an example of a trend in TV production of co-production between two different channels or outlets. It's a Channel 4 and Amazon Prime show that fits into the identities of both. An irreverent comedy with a ribald edge, but also a serious ongoing story that rewards binge watching. International appeal is built naturally into its premise. An American man on a business trip to London hooks up with an Irish teacher who then falls pregnant. Both have to deal with the consequences.
It wasn't anything serious, and it was just a bit of fun.
This wasn't serious.
No,
The premise isn't a high concept necessarily. There have been many films and TV shows about accidental pregnancy. It's the execution and the writers' voices, who are also the co-stars, that set the show apart.
I'm going to look back on my time with you and remember you as an extraordinarily good-smelling woman with a magical ass, and you're smart.
It's also a great example of a dramedy, the often invoked but loosely defined genre.
Fairly attractive.
Unlike traditional sitcoms, dramedies are less focused on maximizing the number of jokes. Instead, the honesty of the characters and the relatability of some of the situations they find themselves in at times becomes hard to watch. The most common pitfall of dramedies is having too heavy of a hand with either tone. Too heavy on the drama, and the show stops being enjoyable. Too heavy on the comedy, and we stop believing in the characters as real people with real problems.
Sorry.
Comedy and drama exist in the same moment in this show. For example, the pilot opens with a sex scene that plays largely comedically, even as its life-altering consequences will very soon become clear.
Good news. I'm going to be in London in April.
But I'm pregnant.
The theme of culture clash is also a source of both comedy and drama. On the comedy level, Sharon likes Rob's brashness when exposing her annoying friend,
Coming into my house.
I don't need to rip into your beliefs in your own.
less when it's directed at her.
This kid gets a dad.
Oh, God, you don't have to be so American about it.
While telling part of an ongoing story, the pilot episode has its own recurring joke, the mention of cancer,
What's she saying?
That you do not have cancer.
Yeah, but she said cancer like 8 times.
Yeah, doctor, you have said cancer rather a lot, like more than you...
and its own escalation, leading to a big confrontation and resolution.
It's just one of these people where like everything...
The comedy operates within the episode while the drama develops across the season. The immediate problem of the episode, going for dinner, is resolved, while the ongoing problem of the pregnancy and their relationship is spun in a new direction.
Am I a part of your life or not? I mean, are we doing this for real or not?
Well, I don't know.
I think you should marry me.
What?
Crucially, the characters take the consequences of the situation seriously, even while joking about it as a defense mechanism. The lesson is that a dramedy premise needs to be able to support moment-to-moment comedy and an ongoing dramatic storyline. An episode can build to a comedy climax in 20 or 25 minutes, and even be reset by the next episode. For example, the blow-up doesn't change Fran and Sharon's weird friendship in the long term, but a dramatic climax might need a season's worth of time to build and explore more serious consequences.
My mom sent me an article about a study on arranged marriages versus love marriages, and they found that fewer arranged marriages end in divorce than real ones.
Is that because they end in suicide?
I don't know, I didn't read the whole article. Also, you'll need to marry me.
Not every show will balance the two tones the same way, and this should be part of what makes each show unique. However, Catastrophe has managed it well for several seasons, with each season jumping forward in time, keeping premise and character relationships fresh.
So I just write a check every month and leave it at that?
Sorry.
When creating a TV show, keeping in mind the micro and macro views is crucial. A small piece of comedy in the first episode, Rob, who's sober, being frustrated at the queue in a bar when he doesn't even drink.
Hey, let me get yours. That'll make me feel better about being in line for just a Coke.
You don't drink?
Can, episodes and seasons down the line, become full dramatic storylines.
Okay, thank you.
I'll get it.
No, it's fine.
Hey, don't make me fight a stranger.
Okay. I'll have a margarita.